Well, a big announcement comes from the United States Air Force today. After 9 years, the Air Force finalizes its record of decision approving a massive expansion to the Powder River MOA, or Powder River Training Complex. News Center 1's Caroline Patricus is standing by live with more details. Caroline?
Plans that have been in the works since 2006. Shad, the U.S. Air Force announced today their approval of the Powder River Training Complex, which would establish an enormous bomber training area over the Great Plains, that including North and South Dakota, Montana, and Wyoming. Senator John Thune has been a part of the big push to get the expansion moving forward. The Air Force's decision was the first topic at a town hall meeting hosted by Thune this morning as he applauded the Air Force for their final decision. Thune said in a statement today he's pleased about entering the final step to ensure our Air Force pilots and personnel have adequate airspace to perform the critical training they need. Now, if the Federal Aviation Administration approves the proposal, this would be the largest training airspace over the continental United States. Shad, that would nearly quadruple the size.
You know, when you basically quadruple the size of the range, increase the requirements that can be met by training at the new improved range from 46 to 85%, you've opened up a whole new opportunity, not only for the B-1s here, but for B-52s and other types of units that might come in to conduct joint force exercises. And so I'm very excited about that announcement. It's something we've worked on for a long time, and to get it across the finish line at the Air Force has been no easy feat.
The current airspace of 3.8 million acres would increase to 20.2 million acres, creating the largest airspace training expansion in the history of the Air Force. Today, Thune called the decision, quote, rare because it increases national security while saving taxpayer dollars. And that's exactly something Governor Dennis Daugaard touched on this afternoon at the annual Governor's Luncheon. Officials say currently the B-1s have to travel to Nevada or Utah to conduct training exercises that they will now be able to do right here in this area, which would save Ellsworth around $23 million in fuel cost. Daugaard also expressed excitement regarding the record of decisions, saying if approved by the FAA, this would stave off any possible closure of Ellsworth Air Force Base.
This really means a lot for Ellsworth and for the Rapid City area, because the one factor upon which we knew we could improve significantly the scoring in a future BRAC evaluation is the distance to training areas. And by being close to a large-scale training area like this, we'll save a lot of money in fuel, and by being a cost-effective base, we're more likely to be maintained and continued base and not closed.
But the decision is still not final. Thune says it's now in the hands of the FAA, which remains a clear hurdle. The FAA has 45 days to make their decision, which would put the date around March 1st. Reporting live at Ellsworth Air Force Base, Shad, back to you in the studio.
All right. Thank you, Caroline. And, of course, the increased stability for Ellsworth Air Force Base is a crucial aspect to that. Planes from Dyess Air Force Base in Texas already flying up here to use the Powder River Training Complex. They've done that for more than a decade, and that expansion will only help and enhance the stability of Ellsworth. Thank you, Caroline.